Hello, today we'll be showing you B&tchboy, which is a MIDI controller for VJs or visual artists. You can use it with the Resolume, which we'll be showing you how to do today, or Touch Designer, Ableton, but today we'll be showing you Resolume because that's the most used software and the main software behind our device. So you can see I'm plugging it right now. It's fully responsive, so all the buttons that light up correspond to my project. First thing is like clip triggering. So as you can see, I have now 4 layers. Let's just toggle the first layer. I can control its opacity with the slider that's mapped to the layer. And I can trigger a second layer and slowly bring the opacity up. So now there's 2 layers playing, and I can control both of their opacity with the master slider, or I can use a kill switch to stop everything. You can have multiple layers playing. So right now I have, for example, 4 layers, and I can switch them in and out with the sliders and their opacity. And I can also stop each layer with the layer stop button, which is mapped in these 4 buttons above the slider controls. So you can stop individual layers as well if you want to keep layer 3 or 2 just playing and have everything else stopped. Okay, so now for the next example, I'm gonna have like 4 layers playing, and what I do, I have a bunch of extra clips on top, which are my strobes, and I usually like to map them in this 3x3 grid. This is kind of like to add some dynamicism or like some movement to my shows, and when a drop happens, I kind of like spam the strobe button and just give everyone a seizure or something. But yeah. Next, I can show you the effects. So when you have something playing, what I usually do is I have a bunch of effects loaded in my master chain, and I can slowly like trigger the effect in and out. And of course you can like layer multiple effects and just create different compositions throughout the night, which is really nice. And another thing that I usually do is like map these sliders parallel to the effects. So if I have an effect loaded, then I can just use the slider to sort of change different parameters. So if we can see here, yeah, this is like, for example, the size of the byte or the ASCII effect. And of course the color with the hue rotate. And then you have like 3 extra layers. Usually also map them to like random effects, or sometimes I map them to like audio if there's audio playing, but it's always nice to have some extra effects to play around with. Now this square thing is a trackpad, which currently is used as a regular trackpad, which is really nice because when you perform, as you saw, I like to like navigate around the project, or maybe like preview clips, or yeah, drag drop effects, or do a bunch of random stuff. So it's very convenient to have and not reach out to your like laptop, and you can like run the whole show from one place, which is really nice. It can also be used as an XY pad. Now it's toggled by like a cheat code. So now you see it stopped working as a trackpad, but as you can see, it's mapped to the speed of the clip playing. So yeah, it can be mapped to anything you want. But you can use it for extra parameters or extra like chaos, like for your shows. I think it's a really cool input device. A lot of possibilities there. The last thing is I usually like to map 2 buttons. In this case are these 2 kind of bright white to change the page. So the idea is like within a night you have multiple hours that you're playing, and you don't want to have the same visuals for each hour. So what I like to do is kind of have multiple banks in my Resolume file and just toggle between them via these 2 kind of hidden buttons in Resolume, which are mapped to these 2 kind of functionality buttons in my controller. So with that, I have like multiple clips for multiple hours of shows, which is very nice. All right, I'll show you like a quick demo of how like you can use all the elements to create sort of like a show. You can pre-order the B&tchboy right now. Link would be in the description below. Yeah, pre-orders will close end of month, so be quick.